Hello, good day to one and all. This is Miss A. Krishna Sundar, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KAHM Unity Women's College, Manjeri. Today we would be dealing with the author A.K. Ramanujan, and here is a brief introduction about the poet. He was born in 1929 and he passed away in the year 1993. Though we often relate to him as A.K. Ramanujan, his original name is Attipat Krishnaswamy Ramanujan. He was a great scholar and he is considered as a great writer in both English and Kannada. He was born in Mysore and his father, Asuri Krishnaswamy, was an astronomer and a maths professor at Mysore University. His brother, A.K. Srinivasan, was a writer and mathematician. Ramanujan continued with his studies in Maharaja College of Mysore. At first, he was interested to continue his studies in the discipline of science, but somehow his father never trusted him with science and wanted him to change into English. He continued in Deccan College, Pune. Later, he acquired Fulbright scholarship and completed his course at Indiana University, and it was from the very same university that he received the PhD, and his area was in linguistics. A.K. Ramanujan started his career as a teacher and he worked as a lecturer in Koilon and Belgaum. So Koilon, as we know, is in Kerala and Belgaum is in close to Mysore. He has also taught in the University of Chicago. He has also taught at many other universities. He has been a part of many prestigious universities around the world, including Harvard University. Now let's have a look at the University of Chicago where A.K. Ramanujan taught. Now you can see it's a very beautiful campus, a well-organized, disciplined campus. And you can see the right side picture, which is actually the library at the University of Chicago. Now you can see the beautifully lit library, the variety of desks and benches, the kind of lighting that is allowed inside the library. So this was the ambience of the place where Ramanujan worked. But his biographers suggest that even after being into these facilities and luxuries, Ramanujan was never happy in all these places. If you look at the poems written by A.K. Ramanujan, you can see that the theme always related with Indianness. So this Indianness was something which was remaining in his heart forever. Let's take a look at Harvard University now. You can see the university front picture, and on the right hand side you can see the classrooms within Harvard University. Maybe this is quite different from the classrooms that we are used to in India. So this is just for you to have a look at how things work in different countries. So getting back to Ramanujan's biography, he married a lady named as Molly Daniels, a Syrian Christian from Kerala, and this was much against the wishes of his mother, and unfortunately this relationship ended in a divorce. Now, some biographers have stated that Ramanujan had an unhappy mother, a disastrous marriage, and a joyless emigrant status in Chicago, and they believed that these could have been the reasons why Ramanujan sought solace in the world of poetry. He also developed the South Asian Studies program while he was in America. He wrote a number of poems during this period. So the location was America, but his poems reflected everything about India. He has also done a lot of translations, and it was in the year 1976 that he was awarded the Padma Shri Award. He is basically considered as an Indo-American writer. At the age of 1993, he died at Chicago because of a reaction to anesthesia during a surgery process. So we understand that his themes were completely embedded with Indianness. Though his works started coming out later, he began writing at a tender age of 17. He became very popular with the first collection of his poetry, which is titled as The Striders in the year 1966. He has also contributed in the form of essays a lot towards literature. They were both theoretical and aesthetic essays. Is There an Indian Way of Thinking was a writing which was released in the year 1990, and this basically spoke about Indian psychology and the context in which Indians actually thought. He also wrote a number of pieces based on folklore studies. Where Mirrors Are Windows in 1989 is another important work by Ramanujan. Again in 1991, Oral Tales from 20 Indian Languages. Despite his successful career with poems, there was a lot of controversy when he wrote a very different story about Rama and Sita. His work, titled as 300 Ramayanas, 5 examples and 3 thoughts of translation, created a lot of controversy and debate. This was actually prescribed as a part of BA History syllabus in Delhi University, and in this particular piece, Ramanujan described Rama and Sita as siblings, as brother and sister. Now, this actually tormented the sentiments of many Hindu believers, and it created a lot of pressure in order to remove this particular piece from the syllabus. Coming to the major poetry collections, the first collection, The Striders, which appeared in the year 1966, Relations, which appeared in the year 1971, Selected Poems in the year 1976, and Second Sight in the year 1986. These are the famous collections of poetry that Ramanujan has written, and apart from poems, he has done a number of translation works. He has also written a number of theoretical and aesthetical essays too. So with this, we come to the end of the biography of A.K. Ramanujan. This is not an end, but we will continue with Ramanujan's poem Looking for a Cousin on a Swing in the next presentation. If you have any doubts, if you have any queries, if you have got any suggestions, please do not hesitate to connect with me in my email ID. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you. Have a good day.